guaranteed?
Okay, either a $2,500-ish 3-day golf school in Buffalo or Florida, depending on the time of year, or a Malinchek style VIP coaching program that's $35,000 for a monthly meeting and all sorts of other things, and who knows what we're throwing in there. VIP, your friend, it's whatever, you know, type thing. What do you choose to go with? Because we'll probably be talking about both eventually.
Your master's program.
Yeah, something. And been calling it your last golf lesson ever, the VIP one, except on a bigger national scale, we're going after millionaires as opposed to, you know, junior girls' parents.
Higher value. Okay, let's do that because it's sexier. Okay, so then of course you've got the ROI to justify it, because if you're paying $35,000, then $150 is nothing. Okay, so you're gonna, I would assume you could spend a lot then if you're going after a $35,000 net sale. You might want something even bigger than this.
New set of games,
right? You're gonna need to fit some golf stuff in here. Okay, so obviously you need your welcome, your table of contents. It's called your last golf lesson ever, so what's the guarantee?
Shoot lower scores, 100% guaranteed. Maybe we need an amount of the lower score in this case. You know, all the time, 20% lower, or I don't know, but or on your handicap, excuse me. But at least shoot lower scores, 100% guaranteed.
Or how about you'll never need another golf coach after this?
Right. Yes, definitely.
Something like that. You need to play off the fact that you're calling it your last golf lesson ever. Okay, your mission?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure yet. Okay.
I mean, something along the lines of to provide the best golf instruction, service, and quality you've ever seen.
Okay.
You know, something that's leaves no room for anything other than greatness.
When we're doing this thing, you know, we're saying the last coach you'll ever need. And I'm just curious in your head how you develop that. Yeah.
Basically, I mean, the easiest, quickest answer is I have a program where people do a combination of mindset training and thought process training and physical skill training, along with how they do their homework and performance style learning training. And people locally are dropping 23% off their handicap in 1 year. So I figure they're implementing and doing it, following, you know, to a T. So I figure, well, the local waters are good, the national waters probably even better. So, I mean, I have the formula that works, I just have to get it out there now. Yes.
Yes, you have quantifiable results, and you've got numbers, which is even better.
I came up with so far personalized golf balls. Titleist has a personalized golf ball program. You can put the person's name on it, or find a way maybe to get their nickname or something they might have. That's one thing I have.
That should be in there.
Dozen Pro V1s, which is the kind of the primo golf ball.
Yeah.
Or finding out what they play, maybe. You know, any type like that. Well, and obviously steaks and food and things like that.
But they can't return them, and they're gonna love them. I like that. Let's see, because obviously do you have any press coverage on this yet?
Not specific to this. I have news articles that I've done, and I've been on the radio and things like that, but I don't have anything that specifically says this is the greatest new program ever.
It's an endorsement of you.
Right.
It says you're the golf expert, you're the golf pro.
Yes.
So there's stuff that's credentialized.
And I have some good testimonials, like one guy says he's better than David Ledbetter, who's arguably known as the biggest teacher in the nation.
Beautiful. Then what about industry stuff like Golf Magazine, Golf Digest, golfer stuff on articles on mindset, articles on why you need both?
Oh, I can find something. Like you have the 7 magical marketing secrets.
Yes.
I was planning probably on writing something on mind, technique, synergy, really making that the forefront of things aside from me, and having some sort of report on why mind, technique, synergy is the answer, and what you're not getting from other pros, and some sort of checklist worksheet or something like that.
Yes, beautiful. Okay. What about the quarterly roadmap, setting client expectations type of here's what you're going to get in the program?
That's basically what Bill asked me, basically.
Right.
Sort of. I can read that very easily.
Yes. Is this a year long? So the big one, is this a once a month for a year, or is that every
I haven't. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, I mean, we'd have to price it all out and figure it out. But yeah, ideally, once a month for a year at a minimum, along with Skype, maybe other things, throw in other stuff that's groupy. But yeah. probably have a price maybe if the person comes to you versus if you go to them.
Right, I'm sure they gotta pay to fly you out there.
Something like that.
Right, okay.
Well, that's also a marketing tool. You'll come to them.
Yeah, which there's quite a bit more. I was thinking too that there could be a possibility to have the golf school option as a kind of like how we went, for $14.97, but then you try
Yeah.
to sell the VIP, because then you can find a way who you can actually tolerate and who you can't, and who's gonna.
It could be your screening mechanism
Yeah,
for,
so-
you have to go through this to see if you qualify for the last golf
Right.
lesson ever.
So that could be an option, or something like that. Or if the person does want me to come out there, well, for $5,000 I'll do it, or something. I don't know,
Right.
something like that. But I'm thinking there could be steps. So that's kind of for us to put together.
The DVD is a compilation of testimonials and then selling the program itself.
Yes, which I have snippets of things. Challenges, I have a lot of in-dare type things, but
Right,
I'm
you just
doing
need to
that-
reshoot.
going in that way because
Right.
the different name and it confuses people.
Be its own separate website, lostgolflessonever.com, and yeah.
So that's the idea.
Beautiful. Okay. Joe.
What I'm focusing on now is specialized tax incentives for research and development. So for software companies. Okay, so I narrowed it down.
Beautiful.
So first year, 10,000. Each year thereafter, 2,500.
Okay, so you've got the ROI to justify it. Who's the decision maker at the software company who's going to hire you?
Business owner, either the owner, the VP of finance, their CPA, or the chief technical officer.
Okay, so owner, VP of finance,
Yeah.
CTO. Okay, so we can get a list of those guys, not a problem. And we can get this in front of them. So then what are they raising their hand to request for us to surprise them with this?
I developed the 7 myths of research and development tax credits.
I like it. 7 myths. Okay.
Some of the keyword stuff I was looking at, there's definitely enough traffic for people typing in all variations of R&D, tax incentives to R&D. So there's definitely a lot of traffic.
Great. Okay, so this is national. Okay.
Yeah, definitely national.
Okay, so then the parts that go in it. Let's start at the top. Okay, you've got your welcome letter, your table of contents. Do you, when you sell, are you doing they've got to give you, is there a consultation first?
Yes.
Okay.
So I do a free assessment just to qualify. I mean, I want to pre-qualify them because, if they're a 3-person startup,
Right.
don't talk to me, but I'm going to do a pre-qualification, but when I see them, I do something called a business savings assessment, which I can target just on R&D, or there's 12 other services I'd like to get in front of them. But I would do a free assessment, or discounted assessment.
Yes, discounted assessment. They opt in, they give you enough information that like number of employees or whatever, that you can kick them out and say, here's a report, have a nice life.
Yeah.
And then other people you can say, hey, you qualify, we'll send you this, and this sells, you want this to sell the assessment.
Sell the assessment. No, because I think I can do this. I think we can weed them out enough. So if I'm doing an assessment, there's going to be money there.
So then what are we selling with this?
To get them to sign, maybe? I don't know.
So this is after the assessment, you want them to, after the assessment, does anybody ever say no?
Oh, yeah. Because I got to get over, it's too good to be true, what's the catch?
Okay.
So
Because literally this could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars back in the client's pocket.
So this is the close the deal
Yeah.
box as opposed to the first.
So this is your new product. So not, we need to get you into our funnel. This is the, I keep my presentation and this is gonna get you to sign and write the check.
Make you feel good.
Okay, so this is your new client box, not your new prospect box.
What you're saying is the resistance people have is it's too good to be true.
Right. How come I haven't heard about this?
Okay, well, I would ask you to consider doing it what Seth is talking about, the shock and awe box up front. And one of the reports is it's too good to be true. Explain
Overcome the objection
that.
before they get to the consultation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Head
I
the
wanna
problems
sell
off at the pass, if you possibly can.
That's fine, yeah. Well, up front, I'm giving them the 7 myths.
Yes.
They're obviously searching about it, they heard about it. And then, yeah, absolutely.
And then you could turn the 7 myths into to the 7 secrets of actually getting it done. Because people aren't as interested in buying a myth Is there and find out how to
Seven
get
secrets to
that?
finally getting the R&D tax credits you know you deserve.
You
They don't know.
didn't know you deserved.
You didn't know you
That-
deserved.
that's-
Yes, because they don't know, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they might have heard about it and then they're searching.
So what is the answer to why it's not too good to be true? How do you overcome that?
Usually through education, just more and more education, building relationships.
Do you have copies of checks that all your other clients have gotten? Like you could stand and go, look, ABC Motor got 50 grand.
I have, yeah, we have, you know, the checks, but we got this.
Whatever,
we got
proof.
this, yeah, absolutely.
You can make up big checks.
Yeah, you go to Kinko's and we can
So
have it
you
made
can
up.
pick up and do it, that could be the.
I would think from now on, I have a big check made up and go get a picture taken of you shaking their hand holding the giant check. And plaster that all over the place.
They saved X, and here's the check that says, you saved, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the IRS giving them checks and stuff, and,
We did this, we can't tell you because the IRS might find out.
no, but you don't want
And it's
to,
too good to be true.
no, but I mean, like what you're doing, you don't want the IRS to be going, even though these, the big guys that do this, Google, Apple, all these guys, the small guys don't do it, they don't know.
The R&D credits.
The R&D.
Right, but I'm trying to figure out what your objection is to using a giant check.
First of all, it's going to have to be national.
Right, but I mean, they got the money, you did your job, you got paid. Why can't we have a picture of you holding that check pretending like it's like you gave that you got them the check?
Yeah, but it won't be with them, it's national, that's what I'm saying.
Well, so if it's big
Oh,
enough
it's
check,
not you with the.
You're not
if it's a big
physically
enough
there.
check, would you be willing to go out and deliver it?
Yeah, it's big enough.
Okay. Can you get something, I mean, how much is a big enough check?
Could you
Well, I
have,
don't
could you
think we-
Photoshop a picture? I mean, could we make up a little graphic design of a check?
Yeah, we can do something, yeah. or-
There's gotta be something, because it's huge social proof. It's too good to be true. When you got 50 pictures of you standing there handing you got guys
Yeah,
big
no,
checks,
I-
that overcomes your
But that
objection.
doesn't start day one, though.
Right, I
I got-
understand
And
that.
not do it like a cheesy little Where's Waldo thing, but it's you, and Photoshop is great, it's you're here with the check for this, you're here, and it's you on the map all over the country saying.
Oh, that's great, that's.
I'm in Portland, here's Portland, Oregon, with a check for $50,000. Now I'm in Portland, Maine, with a check for $40,000, and
You could do a whole YouTube video series on
oh
that.
man,
Even if
And
you
we could have fun, but it'd still be
travel,
credible.
You can ask them to take the picture and send it to you.
Yeah,
You ship them the check.
Yeah.
And then ask
Saves
them
you a
to
plane
get a
flight.
picture and then
Yeah.
email it over.
One client just got back $696,000.
I would get on a plane for that.
Yes, I
That's
would.
a giant check.
Yeah, but that, I gotta pay the people that actually do the study and stuff. That's not
You gotta go
bad.
make your money.
Well, we didn't, yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
what's the deal closer box worth to you as an investment? The deal closer box, the one that really not says I'm signing right now. What would you be willing to spend on that?
I don't know, because I'm just starting to target software because I think it's untapped. And I don't know, I mean, I kind of envision myself working with a bunch of, guys who just got venture capital money, that, I don't know.
The clients gonna give you 10 grand in fee. How much are you willing to spend to get that?
Oh, yeah.
If they're willing to, what do you want your ROI to be? I mean,
Yeah.
theoretically, you could spend $9,999 and make $1 and you're profitable, but obviously, like a profit margin bigger than $1. So
Yeah, 100, 200.
back off, right? From there, do I want to spend 50, 100, 200
Yeah, yeah.
bucks? Okay.
But I don't know what to put in it, so.
Okay, so this is the get you to sign box. So you need all sorts of a million pictures of you and checks, or pictures of checks, testimonial letters from your clients, IRS rulings, proof that this, wherever the code is, that this exists. The actual printouts, the thing. They're not going to read to 50 pages of IRS rulings, but the fact that it's in there will make them feel better.
Yeah, there's quotes by the government saying people should be doing this, and the industry associations are saying you guys should be doing this.
Copies of all of that. Industry trade journals, magazines, newspapers, white papers.
Well, what can I use for my personalized golf bags?
What can you use for your personalized golf balls? There's software companies.
What do they care about? What makes them tick?
Well, it's gonna be different. The startup in San Francisco is gonna be different from somebody who's developing high-tech software for medical devices.
Of course, not as much as you may think.
Yeah.
There's something else that makes all the techies tick. I never figured it out, but
You're the owner of a software company. What do they have in common? What do they do for fun? What Or what are their biggest, what keeps them up at night in the industry?
I don't know, I probably don't have enough market understanding for that.
Right.
You could talk with the promotions sales rep, and they may have some ideas.
I mean, amongst this group, like, nobody's throwing out preparing ideas. I mean, golf balls is easy.
I mean,
Not easy, but it was a great idea, but.
Right.
If he's in the golf business, it's really easy.
Yeah.
If you sent them an iPad that they opened up and the first thing on it, and push this icon and up pops your presentation on that iPad.
And it's great.
That's a dollar figure there.
Yeah, but you can do it cheaper with,
Right.
you know,
Or a different tablet or something.
yeah, something cheap. Or
But it's,
an iPod.
Yeah, could be
right,
with an
but it's
iPad.
got something
Yeah.
it's gotta be something that they'll say,
Keep.
oh, I'll keep this, as opposed to, you know,
I think it was an iPod.
$79.99 tablet,
The
so,
iPad Touch.
That's what I do.
For software guys, send them a gadget.
yeah.
Geeks, buckyball, some buckyball thing,
Geeks like
Just in
that.
case you need help. Why?
something from Brookstone.
He said Brookstone. I mean, you know, maybe it's as simple as a $100 gift card to Brookstone, not a specific.
You don't want to
item.
do a gift card, you want, yeah,
Just for
you
the-
want to pick it for them.
Just-
Yeah, there's technology. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just
Technology.
I don't need a DVD player. I still want to send that. It's cool.
That's the response I want. Bill.
I kind of hold myself up to do character sales training, no bullshit.
Right.
And I thought that character was so much gentler than no bullshit sales training. So that's one direction I'm going. And
I'm sorry, can you just explain the character?
yeah, it's character. It's actually having integrity in the business of selling. Most people that sell have been taught to manipulate people into buying. That's the reason nobody wants to do it. That's the reason you can't bring people into the life insurance business, because they all know that people who have dealt with life insurance people know that they don't want to do that for a living, because they'd have to manipulate people. So there's a whole bunch of bad press out there, and I just go completely the other direction. I like to teach people how much fun it is to work with a handicap of integrity. So, the people that use it really get amazing results. I was going to tell Seth, the gal that I worked with for about 10 weeks, the 12 months following that, had a 350% increase in her business. She's a financial planner. And she hated selling when she met me. She still hates selling, and she does all this because we've just shifted it to customer service. She loves customer service. So it's a mindset. It has nothing to do. She talks to people and just buy now.
All right, so I'm going to stop you from your soapbox and get you
Yeah.
back to what we're supposed
But
to do
this
here.
is what's got to show up in the box.
Yes.
And if they can give me insight into it,
Yes.
that's what I want
Yes.
to share that piece of it.
Okay, so who are we sending this to?
A company, let's just play right now, home improvement companies that are doing 7 to 12 million in sales and have more than 5 sales.
Okay, so I can get that. Let's send Info USA for you. Who is the person that you're sending this to at the company?
Owner.
The owner? Okay. And what are we getting him to request to raise his hand so we get shocked by this? What is he looking for?
He's looking for more sales, and he actually cares. He cares about his customers, he cares about his employees, and he cares about the job being done. And again, we have to really do some sorting,
Right.
because there's a lot of guys in the business that don't give a rat's tail about what they deliver.
And what you deliver in terms of when they request something or when they get to, let's say, your website because they were founded or they were driven there, what is on there will repel the wrong guys because it's you.
This is not for everybody.
Right.
If you like manipulation, bullshitting, twisting the truth, I'm not the guy for it. If you'd
Right.
like to work with integrity, have fun with people, deliver, have customers who are really excited about what they bought rather than having second thoughts about what they bought.
What they were sold.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So what are we going to get him to raise his hand for?
The only thing he wants more sales, and he wants more sales in less time, and then maybe he's interested in having happier employees and happier customers.
It's key.
So our lead generation piece maybe is the secrets to more sales in less time.
I think that would be, yes, because I can
Yeah.
guarantee them now, I mean, I can guarantee them
More sales
up
with
to,
fewer-
up to 150% increase in sales in 45 days.
Wow, okay.
You can guarantee that?
Guarantee up to within 45 days. Yeah, because I've done it. I mean, that's what I've started to
Oh,
understand.
you're-
This is case study stuff. I worked with a gal off the soapbox, okay.
Okay. All right, so there's your how to increase your sales 150% in 45 days and still maintain your integrity. So it's even in the title or whatever
Yes.
the title is.
Yeah.
The person who's gonna respond to this is just as interested in their good name and their reputation, because in many cases, these people have their family's name on their, over their door.
Like Cortez Construction or whatever.
Yes.
Would that be an important part of it?
It could be, but the Bainbridge boys left town after they burned enough bridges. So, and that's, when they were
So
Bainbridge.
just putting your
Yes.
name on the door doesn't mean
No, it doesn't
necessarily give
Just-
us that.
It's amazing.
There are people who don't care about besmirching their image.
But I think that is real. I don't want to discount that.
All right, so then, okay, so they requested, we're getting our 150% 45 days without selling your soul or whatever.
And still sleep at night.
And still sleep at night.
Night.
All right,
Ooh.
sleep at night sales system.
A more productive day, but still sleep at night. A more profitable day and still sleep at night.
Okay, so they get this. All right, so what are we using this to sell them on? What is our end goal? What do we want them to buy?
I don't know. I guess I want them I want that to build. I want that to bridge the relationship, because in most situations I have a good relationship with people when we finally sit down to start to work together. I know them a little bit. I've screened them a little because I have a tendency, if I see that they're snake oil salespeople, I kind of leave the interview. I don't make any attempts.
So what are we selling them, right?
One-on-one coaching, what are they?
What are they hiring you for?
Well, they're behind me to build their team, help them build their team.
So what is that called and how much does it cost?
It's called, I think, character sales training, and it costs $37,000.
Okay, so your ROI is good enough. Okay, so what else, what do we put in here to sell? What do we have on character sales training for $37,000 so far?
That we put in the box.
Yes, that goes in the box. Is the goal of the box to get them to write the check and mail it in, or do you want to meet with them first and then finish the sales process?
It's only because I have this thing that I think I have to know them, and I have to have a relationship before they'll
So you want to sell a consultation then? You want to sell
Yeah,
a
I think
person meeting?
I think I
Get you in the door to meet with them.
Yeah,
Okay,
or it's going to get me 2 clicks of a mouse so I can meet with them on Skype in Boca Raton.
okay.
I'm here, or I'm in Boca Raton, and they're here, either one.
Okay, so it's going to get you a meeting of some kind.
Face-to-face of some kind.
Okay, so what is that meeting called? What's the sexy name for that meeting? As opposed to a sales consultation. What are you going to call it? So if I hear it, I'm like, ooh, I want that, whatever it is.
Character assessment's too harsh.
Yeah, you don't want to call it a character assessment.
No.
Because then I feel like I'm going to school and getting tested.
Character framework?
I don't even know if
I don't know if that should be in there. Should it be
Yeah,
something
I don't
about-
know I don't know if it is. My business name is WeSolveSalesProblems.com. But
We solve sales problems and maybe sales problem solution consultation. Something sexy.
help me with sexy. I have a tendency to. It really is. It's getting past the bullshit. What's
Right.
really going on?
Right, instead of a financial planning consultation for Ryan, depending on what the market's doing at that point, I mean, we called it a stock market rescue consultation.
You're selling credibility, you're selling reputation based, is it,
It's integrity. Yeah, it really is. It's the joy of selling with complete integrity.
Is it an integrity consultation? Are you making sure that they?
Oh no, I don't want to. I'll do that judging and assessing on that after while I'm talking. Because I don't want to think it's about me judging their character. I'd like them to see the value of maybe having characters.
During the consultation, do you perhaps give them any ideas that they could implement and see results immediately in advance without hypothetically working with you, but that establishes that you really know what you're doing and that they do need to hire you?
Yeah, I've got some questions that every home improvement person that I've worked with has been asking. blown out of the water by some of the simple questions that go in and create validity, create credibility for them immediately.
Oh, okay. You're onto something. Keep going with that. So they're going to learn stuff in this consultation that is going to make a dramatic impact in their business, whether they choose to work with you or not. And then if they qualify to get your full-on blah, 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 then they get...
Yeah.
I see your wheels starting to turn.
Well,
What do you
yeah.
call that?
Is it a character connection? Because you're trying to connect with other.
Well, it is about getting connected. Maybe it is completely, and yes, that's.
So that way you're not assessing their character, you're connecting with other like-minded.
It's about getting connected. It's how to gain this piece that I've got. It's almost immediate. Immediately separate yourself from every other home improvement company going out there. In the first 5 minutes of being in there, and it's mind-boggling what happens. But I don't know how to call it.
Foundation.
5-minute foundation. 5-minute sales foundation.
Integrity, the 5-minute integrity sales foundation. I like.
There's something there.
Integrity, credibility, profitability, profitability and credibility. The 5-minute sales foundation.
I'd write that down.
Yeah.
There's a way to use that. Now, what do we call the consultation that he's going in that this sells? It's the 5-minute sales foundation consultation. In 5 minutes, I can show you how to
Grace on this, guys. When I was in the life insurance business, what I used to do is I would send people a sole of a shoe. A big company owner, send them a sole of a shoe, glued inside of a manila envelope, and say the guy that owned Kodak or the. Anyway, it doesn't make a difference. This is as much of my foot as I've been able to get in your door. I've got some new and different ideas. Maybe we should meet for a cup of coffee. The bigger, and it was actually the sole of a shoe. Cut off the sole from a shoemaker, glued inside it. So it was really rough. But it had, it was a tiny shock and awe package.
Yes.
It always went out in the priority mail. So I understand this concept. I've just never carried it to this degree.
Right.
And
Go to the next level.
I'm going to the thinking room. I might come back.
thinking room?
Yeah, best ideas come.
Okay. I guess my brain runs. I want to have this thing perfect, so it's
Right.
It's hung up at this point.
Okay.
Maybe rather than making a statement, is
Speaking of the insurance guy I used to sell with.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Maybe rather than making a statement, ask a question. You know, does your home improvement company pass the integrity check?
If you can't answer these 5 questions with a resounding 100% yes 100% of the time, you need blankety blankety blank.
That's true. If they're interested in that. So I don't know. I mean, I've sold the wrong thing for a long time. I like what you're saying, Tom, completely, and I'm not going to rule out. But man, people aren't like there's. People don't buy training from me so that their marriages get better, so they have better relationships with their kids. After they work with me, that all happens. But I can't sell that because nobody wants to buy it.
So that's like a byproduct.
Oh, yeah,
The prime
absolutely.
product.
There's-
You got to figure out what the prime product is.
Do your sales. They don't have any idea of the other stuff that's going to happen because I teach all about communication, not about selling.
Increase your sales. Learn how to increase your sales 150% in 45 days in 5 minutes with me, or your money back.
Okay. And I want to, and we won't do.
You don't have to do or your money back. But
Right, but we can do 7 minutes because I would never use 5. It's too common. Or 37 minutes.
that's more realistic.
Yeah, it really is because most of the time when I set up appointments, I want a 90-minute interview. So in 37 minutes, we could get there.
37-minute blankety blank consultation.
37 minutes to millions.
37 minutes to millions. Because they're doing millions already, and they're at 7 to 12. And if you increase your sales 150%, then obviously they're doing more. 37 minutes to millions, that works. I was going to try and come up with another T for 37.
Well, we can.
Yes.
I believe in that 100%. 37 teeny.
Okay. Bill, do you think you're good, or do you want to work on some? Do you have more?
I will tell you that what what happened is, it came up with Tom, you know, you remember. Anyway, long story short, I think the idea of a book would be very, very valuable.
A book?
A book.
What is a book?
A video book.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's
I never
an
heard called that.
Yeah, it's interactive book with video, and my passion, as you can hear, my passion can't come out in just writing.
Right.
But
To get it.
yeah, and somehow, and I don't know how expensive. What's the cheapest thing I could send out? But we could actually send something out that.
Yes.
That they pop it.
Yes.
There's text and there's
Yes.
interactive stuff with it.
Why not an app? Like,
Okay, all right, yes.
my colleague David Meerman Scott, who wrote the New Rules of Marketing and PR and Marketing Secrets of the Grateful Dead, wrote a Newsjacking, which is a phenomenal book, and he wrote it specifically for the Kindle Fire in that format. And it's got video, it's got on every page, on pages, it's got web links, it's not just text, it's got audio on some portions. And he didn't put it as a best-selling author, but he didn't distribute it in his publisher, like no books, no physical books, it's just Kindle Fire. You cannot buy it in a bookstore.
All right, so how would I, if we're talking the shock and awe box?
Yes. Depending on the value, you could send them
Send them
a
a
cheap
Kindle.
tablet with the
Yeah.
book in it. That's the only app.
Yep.
Preloaded.
I'm trying to do them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get a Kindle, the bottom line.
For $100.
Wouldn't the real expensive there be developing the app in the first place? That could be an investment, but.
But then it's a book. I mean,
Yeah, but then you can sell it all over
Sure.
the
yeah,
country.
I mean, you talk about double $80.
I took my book from non-existent to number one bestseller on Amazon in 8 days. We'll sell enough copies to cover more than what it costs.
And if I can actually be talking on it,
Your close rate will go through the roof if they see you.
Yeah, that's sell you, not just the product, you sell you.
Well, it really is a concept, though. It doesn't have to. If other sales trainers could pick it up and use
Such
it.
a prostitute, though.
It's okay,
Yeah,
in a nice way.
yeah, that's
So
great.
you'd be lifting the rising tide of all boats and getting everyone to start.
Yes,
starting it right now.
that's absolutely
And that's what you
what I
want to do
want
with
to
your
do.
life anyway.
Yes, it absolutely is. I want people not to be embarrassed to say that they're salesmen.
They should be proud of it because it's an honorable profession. And nothing.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so are we good? Are you good? Do you know where you're going
I
with this?
have a great start.
You have a great start.